inside the $3.2 billion Air Force One. The name Air Force One sounds great, isn't it? And what makes it more fascinating is the cost of this aircraft. But what exactly is Air Force One? Why is it such a whooping price? What is the mystery behind it? Basically, Air Force One is an aircraft of the United States Air Force which carries the President of the United States. Truly speaking, Air Force One is the radio call sign which is espoused by any plane belonging to Air Force when the President is aboard. You're watching Technology Fit, and today we're going to tell you about $3.2 billion Air Force One. Before we get stuck in, why not hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell? That way you'll never miss one of our unbelievable fact videos. If talking about the present times, each and every Air Force One is equipped with various organized defense and security systems. It also has some measures to safeguard the onboard electronics against any electromagnetic pulse of a nuclear explosion. These are very few things which I've told you about the great and magnificent Air Force One aircraft. Below are some amazing and intriguing facts about the American presidential aircraft. So let's dive in. Number 1. The name is Air Force One, but is it actually one? The expression Air Force One is not provided to just one distinct aircraft. In fact, it's a call sign given to any wing aircraft on which the US president is present. And here you get an amazing fact. There are two aircrafts that fly together in the blue skies with each other, and one serves as a backup to another aircraft. Therefore, the name is one, but the aircrafts are two. Quite interesting. Number 2. The Ancient Peace. The current presidential planes, which are two in number, are approximately 30 years old. They started to fly under George H.W. Bush in 1990. Former President Barack Obama directed to renewal Boeing 747-8 planes that are contemporary forms of the 747-200B that the present-day planes. Number 3. Customized aircraft. This Air Force One aircraft is highly customized. If talking practically, it's a flying Oval Office along with state-of-the-art applied science, and this permits POTUS to carry on operations during a flight. Another amazing thing is the presence of food preparation galleys, or commonly called as kitchens. There's also the presence of a medical room accompanied with a doctor on board. Now you can guess as to why the aircraft costs so much. Number 4. Refueling during a flight. Just like the other fighter jets and fighting aircrafts, Air Force One holds the capacity of refueling from a flying fuel tanker. This is an important factor since every aircraft of such importance should have this capacity for safety and protection. Hence, it can stay high above the blue skies if the conditions and situations are not safe or stable on the ground. Therefore, Air Force One has the capacity to safeguard the president from any uneventful situation. Number 5. Safeguard from bombings. The 747-200B, when flying, is designed in such a way that it remains secured and protected in the event of a nuclear blast or bombing on the ground. Due to its ability of mid-air refueling, it can stay for indefinite time in the sky and remain safe from attacks on ground. Number 6. Little space for passengers. No doubt Air Force One is quite a big aircraft, but to your surprise, it doesn't carry a large number of passengers. Based on configuration, it can only carry 70 passengers and 26 crew members. On the other hand, our commercial Boeing 747 holds the capacity to carry at least 300 passengers, based on the configuration. The accommodation for these 70 passengers and 26 crew members is located at the middle level. These accommodations have special seating arrangements and working areas for the media persons and representatives, security staff, and other personnel, combination conference dining room, and many more, including kitchens and pharmacy and emergency rooms. Number 7. Special entrance for the president. Whenever we go to a special place, we witness that a separate entry is made for the important people or chief guests. The very same idea is applied to Air Force One aircraft. The aircraft has a special and distinct entry for the president and his family members. The front section of the aircraft is limited only to the president and his family. Also, the front door is used for his entry, and no one else than him or his family, be it media or the invited guests, can use it. You see, we have such special provisions for the president and the Air Force One, Another thing to mention, the presidential suite, which is located in the quiet front area of the aircraft, features an office, a luxurious bedroom, and a lavatory. Number 8. Range of miles. The two jets of Air Force One together have a range of about 8,000 miles, which is far more than 12,000 kilometers, and that too unrefueled. But with in-flight refueling, they have the potential and capacity of circling around the globe. Number 9. Serving of the aircraft. This special aircraft has served a lot of prominent people. It has served presidents, vice presidents. During the service of vice president, they were called Air Force Two, and various other personages under the administration of George H.W. Bush, Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, and Barack Obama, and many more. Number 10. Presence of Mobile Command Center. Presidents have the facility of a mobile command center, which is present at their disposal on the Air Force One aircraft. The onboard electronics present are hardened to protect and secure the aircraft from an electromagnetic pulse, and the plane is very well equipped with advanced and modern safe and secure communications equipment, as mentioned on the White House website. Therefore, in the event of attack or siege on the United States, the president would have everything needed to respond and take appropriate actions. Number 11. The name game. The naming of Air Force One convention was entrenched for communication purposes after yet another passenger aircraft, Eastern Airlines Flight 8610, entered President Eisenhower's airspace, and he's on board that plane, and it had a similar name, Air Force 8610. The name was adopted. After this incident, the term Air Force One was coined to abstain any sort of confusion or misunderstanding about which aircraft or plane is carrying the commander-in-chief. Interesting, isn't it? Number 12. Air Force Two. Air Force One aircraft is not the only official flight for carrying the important and prestigious people in the United States government. There's also Air Force Two, which would be the radio call sign for both the aircraft that the Vice President is flying in. Customarily, the Vice President flies on a C-32A, which is a military plane quite indistinguishable to a Boeing 757. Number 13. Vast area on aircraft. Do you know the area covered by the Air Force One aircraft? It's a tremendous 4,000 square feet of floor space with 3 floors and has each and every sumptuous exclusive suite so that the president can enjoy each and every bit of it. Number 14. Telephone line or lines. You might have many times got irritated and frustrated if your phone line drops working. Ever thought, what if the phone line on this massive Air Force One aircraft stopped working? But not to worry, because there are in total a whopping 85 phone lines installed on the aircraft, and that too for both classified and unclassified use. In complementary with the telephone lines, it also contains multi-frequency radios, and not to forget the Wi-Fi. Number 15. Catering Services. President Ronald Reagan was a very big fan of candies that both the Oval Office as well as the Air Force One aircraft always filled with the candy. But Air Force One's crew can do much better than just producing and presenting the president's favorite candy. The crew knows all the little details. For example, how everyone likes their coffee or any other beverage or food item. President Bush took his coffee black with equal, and Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice took decaf with cream and equal on the side. A sign in the galley said in a National Geographic clip. This was quite amazing and astonishing, right? Number 16. Air Force One, also a bunker. The president does have a nuclear bunker which follows them all the time in the form of a doomsday plane. This plane all the time follows the Air Force One and is a nuclear bunker which was fabricated at the time of Cold War to resist any sort of nuclear attack. Air Force One itself is made of some tough and hard stuff that's also a de facto bunker in any event of a nuclear attack or bombing. Armor plating coats the aircraft's frame and heavy armor glass is used in the windshield. Definitely there is much more to know about, but most details of the plane's defense and security capabilities and potentials are kept top secret and is a mystery for maximum of us. But we do understand that it is because of some obvious reasons. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. That way, you will never miss a future upload and will be the first to watch the new video.